counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports, right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Power Sports, Earthwise Pet, and Chelan Douglas Casa. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hello, welcome to the Apple Bowl in Wenatchee, Washington, site of today's encounter between the Cashmere Bulldogs and the Wenatchee Panthers. Hi again, I'm Sebastian Moraga. Alongside me as always is our soccer expert, Matt Wisen, and what a clash we have today. On one hand, we have Wenatchee, still perhaps feeling a bit of the high from their win against Eastmont. They followed that up with a win against Moses Lake. Now they're dealing with Cashmere. And Cashmere, a bit of an up and down season, but a very strong performance against Cascade, and that may well have cured some of their ails, no?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, they're starting to definitely show improvement. The biggest problem with a short season like this is injuries and the challenges that faces. And Cashmere, unfortunately, is traveling with a very small team tonight. And we saw that from, was that Ephrata? Or maybe Quincy a while back over in Eastmont when they brought, or that was Moses Lake, sorry. Yeah, who brought 12 players. I believe we're bringing 12 players here tonight. So against a team like Wenatchee that loves to possess the ball and make the other team chase it, Cashmere could be in for a long night. We always want to see a competitive game, and I'm sure Coach Tronson knows how to make it competitive. So I'm looking forward to that game.
It's going to be special, and we're glad to have you with us. When we come back, we have interviews with the coaches, the keys to the game, the starting lineups, and a whole lot more here on NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
If you're like me, you're already dreaming about the summer, enjoying it with friends and family in the backyard. Don't get discouraged with the chilly breeze of spring just yet. There is still work to be done, and the warmer temperatures are just around the corner. If you've been thinking about when to get your backyard ready for summer, come on down to Blue Lagoon, now scheduling pool openings. Ask us why we think you should open your pool sooner rather than later. Call today. Scheduling is filling up fast.
Welcome back to Wenatchee, Washington. We're just ready to witness the clash between Cashmere and Wenatchee. Standing next to me is the head coach of the Cashmere Bulldogs girls soccer team, Coach Dennis Tronson. Coach, welcome.
Thank you.
And well, it's been a season. Despite everything, you're 4-5, but it's a tough way to end it with a short squad, lots of injuries. How are the girls staying positive for a game like this?
Oh no, they're really positive. We've had some great training. Felt we played a very good half against Eastmont a week ago, and then to go up to Cascade last on Tuesday and come out with a 5-1 win, played an outstanding match, and they've just taken it onto the training field. Unfortunately, with the short season, injuries have bit us quite a bit, but we wanted to give everybody a chance to play tonight, so we played real light on both sides, but that's what it's about. It's about letting our seniors play and have an opportunity to be a high school athlete their senior season. So all the underclassmen have just kind of dedicated this to the seniors. Being 4-5, you look at it, if I could pick better PK shooters, maybe we'd be 7-3, and we'd be looking a little bit different. But it is what it is. It's soccer.
And in a season like that, the statistics still almost take a backseat, no? That the important part is that, like you said, the kids got to play in a competitive setting despite all the curveballs that this year has thrown us.
Yeah, and from the coach's standpoints, and besides giving those seniors an opportunity, we've talked to the girls about this is our training ground. It's like having, if you go to the other football, a spring camp. And we're getting a chance to play 11 matches to find out who plays where and what we need to work on getting ready for the fall. So we see this as a huge prep for our upcoming fall season.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank
that
you.
was Dennis Johnson, head coach of the Cashmere Bulldogs. When we come back, we have the coach of the Panthers, the starting lineups, the keys to the game, and a whole lot more here on NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Chelan Douglas CASA is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. We're just about ready to kick off this matchup between the Panthers of Wenatchee and the Bulldogs of Cashmere. And standing next to me is the head coach of the Wenatchee Panthers, Coach David Vasquez. Coach, welcome back.
Thank you.
How are we feeling today?
Feeling great, man. It's unfortunate that the season's coming to an end, but I think we're peaking at the right time here at the end of the season, and the girls are hungry to continue to perform well. And we talked to the seniors, and they're excited about playing their last home match on this turf and wanting to, do well tonight.
All right. In case you're wondering if I threw him a softball, no, the coach has in fact been not feeling quite so well, but he's back today. That's
Yes,
why I started the interview. Yeah. Now, what are the expectations today? You got a team like Cashmere wanting to close the season on a strong note, but suffering from the injury bug themselves.
Sure. So, I don't know what the expectation is for them, but for us is to continue to improve on our performance from Saturday. I thought Saturday was our most complete performance up to this point in the season, and so we just hope to continue building on that and solidify the areas that we've been working on.
All right. What made the game against Moses Lake a 3-0 victory, by the way, your most complete performance?
I think everyone just did the simple things that they need to do. I think this game is pretty simple, but as coaches, sometimes we overcomplicate it. And when the girls just focus on passing, focus on moving without the ball, doing the simple things, the easy passes, it's just a thing of beauty to watch them play and execute.
All right. Is that what the kind of things you saw on Saturday?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we'll get to see some more of that today against the Bulldogs. When we come back, the starting lineups, the keys to the game, and a whole lot more here on NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the Doghouse?
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl in Wenatchee, Washington, where the visiting Cashmere Bulldogs and the hosting Wenatchee Panthers will go head-to-head here in about 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Matt Wisen, what are the keys to today's contest? It looks like it will be Mr. Ed Navarro calling it from the center circle at the very beginning.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenging game for Cashmere tonight. They've been dealt a tough deck of cards tonight. Injuries and whatnot late in the season have kind of caught up to them. So they traveled with 12 players for tonight. If I was to coach this team, I would play more of the bunker, more of the counterattack style game. Keep it under control. Try and keep the game low scoring. Look for quality opportunities and move forward as a unit as quickly as you can. Get after goal and regroup quickly if you're not successful. Try and frustrate Wenatchee that way. Don't chase everything down. Conserve your energy. Likewise, if you're Wenatchee, do just the opposite, man. Spread that ball out like they've been doing lately. Possess that ball. Make them try and get them to chase you. Look for openings. Go at the goal and keep Cashmere on their heels.
Now, one of the things that we heard Coach Vasquez say at the pregame was that the Wenatchee team is fresh off what he thought was perhaps their best performance of the season, a 3-0 win over Moses Lake. You were there. You saw that contest. What can they bring from that contest and put into play today as well?
More confidence. They're bringing Olivia into the play a little more out of the back, taking advantage of her fitness, ability to get up and down the field, defend and attack. You saw some great crosses come in from her. Keep working on that. Work maybe at finishing a little bit more. Take some of the pressure off of Yareli. As good of a goal scorer as she is, bring more people into the box. Let her play off of them a little better, and spread it around a little bit more.
Absolutely. Wenatchee with a record of 7-1. Cashmere with a record of 4-5, 3-1 in its league. The Bulldogs will jump onto the pitch with goalkeeper number 14, Ava Courtney. Defenders number 2, Angel Walkley. Number 7, Jen Ledesma. And number 20, Peyton Brown. Midfielders number 11, Tess Scott. Number 10, Caitlin Bjorklund. Number 8, Elizabeth High. Number 5, Ella Birch. Number 4, Carly Diaz. Forward, number 19, Molly High. And number 9, Natalie Dart. Head coach for the Cashmere Bulldogs is, of course, as we mentioned earlier, Dennis Tronson. Assistant coach, longtime lieutenant for Coach Tronson, is Steve Haney. The Wenatchee Panthers will jump onto the pitch with number 1, Naya Hughes on goal. Defenders number 2, Allie Clark. Number 6, Emily Eckert. And number 22, Olivia Bowman. Midfielders, number 3, Hallie Stegman. Number 10, Piper Davison. Number 12, Talia Hurst. And number 14, Greta Jerarchy. And number 13, Marissa Hurst. Forwards, number 9, Olivia Harley. Number 5, Yareli Sanchez-Blanco. Head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers, David Vasquez. It looks like we're getting ready for the national anthem, so we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, 40 minutes of soccer action for you. This is NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their laser shot simulated firearm program. Or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. We just had the national anthem. The weather growing chilly, but the hearty and faithful crowd remaining seated, bundled up, and looking cozy, ready for this matchup. It is such a delight, regardless of the dropping temperatures, Matt Wisen, to see crowds again.
Oh, definitely. It's little victories, baby steps, and it's getting more and more good news, I guess. As we
absolutely.
progress.
Today is senior night, I believe. We're witnessing senior night. So why don't you tell us about the seniors here, Matt Wisen?
Definitely Coach Vasquez and John Springer have had a good group of seniors. They've been with this team for a while, have shown outstanding leadership. Starting out with Nia Hughes in goal. There's far better goalkeepers than her, or far
hey, easy now.
At the national level, maybe. No, I mean there's very few goalkeepers that are better than Nia. Allie Clark is a defender. I mean, starting in the back, the defense has just been outstanding. Yareli up top, just a huge heart and does determination to get after that ball and just does not stop. Marissa Hurst has been with this team for a long time, a lot of these players, and also has just fought through some struggles at times, but keeps coming back and showing a constant improvement. Greta Jarecki, again, a longtime club player, loves the game. You can see it in the way she plays and supports her players, and always seems to find herself in good places on the field. And then Olivia, we've already talked about her a lot, and you'll see what she means to this team on the field. It's very obvious how she plays, loves the game, loves her opponent or her teammates, and leaves it all on the field.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the whistle has been blown, and as the old senator used to say, esto comienza, señores. This has just started here at the Apple Bowl. Wenatchee going from right to left on your screen, decked almost entirely. Is that dark purple or black, my Wisen?
Both.
Okay. All right. From right to left, Wenatchee in black, and from left to right, Cashmere in white. It's a polar opposite night also here at the Apple Bowl. Excuse me.
So welcome to our fans who are going to be streaming this game. I know a lot of these seniors probably have some parents at distance who get to watch this game, and welcome. Happy to provide the technology so you can watch your family members or friends play the game.
Hughes and Clark. Clark and Hurst. Talia Hurst. Bit of a mixer there at midfield. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball. Referee Ed Navarro. Good friend of NCW Life. Points in that direction. Play continues. Ball a bit too deep that time. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball, and it is. We're just getting started here. 38 minutes, 17 seconds left in the first half. Wenatchee against Cashmere. Glad to have you with us in this chilly yet absolutely lovely night of soccer here in the Wenatchee Valley. Whistle on the play. Foul called. It will be a free kick deep in the Cashmere territory for the Bulldogs themselves. A touch upfield by Walkley. Doesn't quite prosper as he expected. Quick give and go. Stegman. Sanchez-Blanco. Sanchez-Blanco opening the game up across the center alley for Eckert. Eckert, the touch upfield for Hurst. Hurst back to Eckert. Interrupted that time by Elizabeth High. Trying again for the Panthers is Sanchez-Blanco now on the left side of the attack. And now with more urgency than the style, it's cleared away by the back line of Cashmere. Wenatchee trying again. Allie Clark all the way back for Marissa Hurst. Switching flanks now. Olivia Bowman. Stegman. Quick pitch. Up the flank for Harley. Ball goes out of bounds. Interrupted by Cashmere. Sent out of bounds. It will be Cashmere ball. Make that Wenatchee ball. Quick push up field. Harley can't quite connect with it. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be the Cashmere Bulldogs putting it back into play. Throw-in for the Bulldogs. This part of the game brought to you by Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, home of the lifetime warranty. At Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, customer satisfaction is number one. Stop on by today. Bit of a battle there. Good effort by Natalie Dart. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in for Wenatchee. Allie Clark putting it back into play. The touch to the side for Talia Hurst, and then back for Eckert. And further back yet for Piper Davidson. Switching flanks now for Bowman. Bowman across midfield, trying to connect with the speedy Harley. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. Quickly, we are right back in business here at the Apple Bowl. 36 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first half of play. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball, and it is. This moment of the game brought to you by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. Great service with a personal touch. That is their commitment to you. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa provides a different kind of full-service care that gives their clients peace of mind. Visit their showroom today. We're back in action now. Ball goes out of bounds. And I have to yet again marvel at the size of the crowd today. It may be because it's senior night, I don't know, but it's a delight to see folks in the stands once again. Walkley, taken back by Wenatchee. Trying to keep it alive for the Bulldogs is Dart. The touch scooped up by Bjorklund with a bit of speed. Whistle on the play. Bjorklund hits the deck. Mr. Navarro says that is illicit. It will be a free kick for the Cashmere Bulldogs. No intimidation factor at all early on, Matt Wisen. They're going right after each other.
Yeah, these girls know each other. They played with each other at various levels throughout the years. And, I expect definitely a good physical game. And Cashmere is not going to shy away from Wenatchee, that's for sure.
Mr. Navarro counting the 10 yards, 9 meters 15. If you're into that whole metric business, there's the chipper over the head of everybody, including the goalkeeper Naya Hughes, who watches it sail by without major worry. It will be a goal kick for Wenatchee. Putting it quickly into play is Hughes. The touch to the left for Allie Clark with a bit of room herself. Pushing it upfield for Yareli. Taken back quickly by the Bulldogs. This could be interesting, but quickly the triangulation for Cashmere goes to naught. Recovered by the Wenatchee Panthers. Sent out of bounds. It looked like Peyton Brown on the final touch. It was Zoe Brown, I stand corrected, number 21. Swinging a right-footed kick, scooped away by the Bulldogs. Elizabeth High, taken back once again by Yareli, across midfield. Talia Hurst, and ultimately Piper Davidson. Switching flanks now for Bowman. On the mark is Bjorklund. Bowman prevailing against Walkley. Harley. 3 waiting in the box. And instead it's a shot at goal that sails wide. 33 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first half of play. Wenatchee and Cashmere tied at 0-0. This moment of the game brought to you by Chelan Douglas Casa, court-appointed special advocates for children. Ava Courtney on the goal kick for the Bulldogs. Zoe Brown. Molly High. First on it, however, is Bowman. Harley. Stegman. Clark. Nice needle threaded there. Hurst. Straight up for Sanchez-Blanco. Stegman. Bowman. Bowman with some room. Loses control of the ball. Walkley. Ball goes out of bounds. It bounces off Bowman, and it will belong to Cashmere via this upcoming throw-in. 32 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first half. Cashmere and Wenatchee going toe-to-toe here at the Apple Bowl with the score so far a very hard-fought 0-0 tie. The half volley stopped near midfield by Ali Clark, still battling with it under some pressure. Bowman, Harley, sent away by Brown, it looks like. It was Molly High on the final touch. The quick touch upfield, looking for Sanchez-Blanco. Bjorklund, ball goes out of bounds. Sanchez-Blanco. Stegman, nice move. Stegman over the head and over the crossbar, but a good opportunity for the Wenatchee Panthers early on, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, nice strong shot there. Cashmere definitely not coming out of their defensive mode really and getting lots of numbers back there, defending, kind of frustrating Wenatchee a little bit and forcing some longer shots. I'm sure Cashmere will take that all night long.
We haven't been able to see much of Yareli Sanchez-Blanco. She hasn't had a whole lot of room to maneuver. She hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities. I don't think she's had any opportunities inside the 18 so far, which speaks of what you're talking about, Matt Wisen. Very, very compact at the back for Cashmere.
Yeah, their line of confrontation is basically in their own defensive third. They're not pressing. They're not coming out at all. Wenatchee's unable to really bring them out. And so now we're going to have to play some small ball inside of tight spaces.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee putting it into play. Talia Hurst and Greta Jarecki. The deep ball outside of anyone else in a dark jersey. 30 minutes left in this, the first half of play. Goal kick for Cashmere. This moment of the game brought to you by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Enjoy your day at Highlander Golf Course. Reserve your next tee time or plan a party in one of our simulator rooms. You don't have to be a member to dine in style. Give them a call today. The goal kick doesn't really pay the dividends that the goalkeeper was hoping for, and Walkley now has to put up the fire. Let's see how it works out, because now it's Yareli Sanchez-Blanco and Harley trying to retain possession for Wenatchee. The quick touch upfield rejected nimbly by the Bulldogs. Walkley, down the flank we go. Rejected by the Panthers now, on a ball a bit too deep for Yareli Sanchez-Blanco. Ball goes out of bounds, but scary moments for the back line of Cashmere. 29:06 left on the clock in the first half, that is, and it will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs way back there. Rejected with a quick header. Trying again is Peyton Brown. Ball goes out of bounds, throw in. Make that Wenatchee scooping it up from way back out. Not a major problem for Ava Courtney. And the goal kick for the Bulldogs. Dart going for the header. Ella Birch. That was Zoe Brown, taken back by the Panthers. Jarecki, straight up the field for Stegman. Sanchez-Blanco under some pressure, to say the least. Piper Davidson trying again, opening the game up, looking perhaps to connect with Olivia Harley. It doesn't quite work. The through ball almost prospers, almost scooped away by Cashmere. And now it's Harley opening the game up for Talia Hurst, top of the box, and the through ball does not find anybody in a black jersey. But a very, very shaky moment for the back line of Cashmere. Zoe Brown, ball goes out of bounds. There's a whistle on the play. We'll see what Mr. Navarro has determined, and it is a substitution. It is Tess Scott entering the contest for Cashmere. Let's not forget, folks, that Cashmere bringing a reduced contingent of personnel down to the 98801. Only 12 players suiting up for today's game. There's Brown, taken away by Harley. Bit of a mix-up there. A push by Yareli Sanchez-Blanco. The assistant referee has called a foul. Navarro has not seen him. Play continues. Hurst. Emily Eckert. Clark. Switching across the center alley. Marissa Hurst. On the mark is Bjorklund. Stegman. Nice give and go. Good maneuver into the box. Yareli Sanchez-Blanco, right-footed shot, and the stop by Courtney. Eliciting a nice little ovation from the Cashmere fandom here at the stands. 26 minutes, 12 seconds. Exciting stuff despite the 0-0, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, the game is starting to open up a little bit, move a little bit faster. Wenatchee's bringing a little more numbers up and switching the point of attack quicker, which is causing Cashmere to get a little unorganized at times in the back line. And that's where we're seeing Wenatchee have some success.
Clark across midfield. Greta Jarecki. Harley playing the left flank now. Stegman. Excuse me. Marissa Hurst. Talia Hurst. Nice give and go. Past two markers. I think that's Bowman over there, number 22, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, they brought her off, down the flank. And then
I stand corrected, folks.
Coming in for the Panthers, number 17, Taylor Schoengard.
17, Schoengard has entered the contest. Let's make a note of that as play resumes via this throw-in. Jarecki. Bouncing off a defender, going out of bounds, throw-in for Cashmere yet again, but the flag is up. Substitution, it is number 19, Molly High, returning to the contest for the Bulldogs. Sanchez-Blanco. Quick touch to the side and up for Stegman. Ball goes out of bounds. Stegman having a little trouble controlling. No, it bounced off the marker and it will be Wenatchee ball. Top of the corner. Couple of bounces there and the stop by Miss Courtney. Ava Courtney. 23 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first half. Brown, deep ball. Let's see what happens here for Molly High. First on it will be Ali Clark before she can control the sideline. Will be there and it'll be a throw-in for Cashmere. Good, interesting maneuver there. A bit of a confusion and Bowman has to come in and put the fire out. And off of the bounds of the Cashmere forward, Miss Hughes finally controls. Couple of bounces there past a couple of markers. Wenatchee moving down the left flank through Jarecki and Eckert. Eckert and Jarecki interrupted by Carly Diaz, one of the leading scorers of this Cashmere team, according to Coach Stronson. The ball for Yareli Sanchez-Blanco. Ball goes out of bounds.
So good job by Olivia there. This is a little bit of a coaching note. Usually on the weak side, on this kind of defense, the weak side, that's where the weak side player on the defense will switch over and cover the middle, as the strong side where the ball is, the defenders will draw towards the ball, leaving the weak side exposed. And so then your flank will cover that area, and that's exactly what we saw Olivia do, is switch into that area when her near side defender took the ball.
Schoengarth and Hurst. Hurst leaving one behind, entering the box. Good maneuver, leaving two behind. What a beauty shot across. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was the 1-0, Matt Wisen. That was it. Play continues. Play continues. Navarro says that was an accidental maneuver. It looked like a foul to me. But we're going to go with the expertise of Etzael Navarro. Play continues, and the stop by Courtney.
Golden opportunity there. Caught a defender facing her own goal, and that ball coming off her foot is very dangerous. Near friendly fire opportunity almost.
Yeah, Marisa Hurst now can't play it back to the goalkeeper, so she has to go on a personal maneuver, pushing it upfield, down the right flank. Almost out of danger now. Jareki with more desperation than style points. Schoengarth under some pressure with Walkley right in front of her. Eckert. Clark. Long ball down the flank. Bowman. Shot across. Schoengarth waiting for it. Interrupted by Brown. Top of the box, the shot, and a beautiful stop by Ava Courtney. Good stop by Wenatchee. Even better stop by the goalkeeper from Cashmere, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, she's been standing pretty strong back there and taking some fire and holding up well.
20 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first half. Straight up the middle by Stegman. Cleared away by the back line of Cashmere. Trying again for the Panthers is Jareki. Sanchez-Blanco battling with Ledesma. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball. $20 minutes left in this first half. Jareki cleared away by the Bulldogs. The swinging right foot almost paid off for Cashmere. Defensive header by Clark. Scott battling with Piper Davidson. Now to the backs for Bowman. Quick touch upfield. Eckert with some room, some space. Eckert pushing the pause button. Trying to thread the needle to reach Sanchez-Blanco. Doesn't quite work. 19-19 on the clock. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball. Nope. It looks like the referee is pointing in the direction of the gate defender by Cashmere. Yep, and it is ultimately Wenatchee putting it back into play. Jareki. Ball goes out of bounds. And now the substitution. It will be number 8, Elizabeth High, returning to the pitch for the Bulldogs. This moment of the game brought to you by Doghouse Motorsports, now featuring the full line of on- and off-road Husqvarna motorcycles. Substitution for the Panthers as well. We'll tell you in a second who has entered this contest. As we approach the 23rd minute of play, it's number 19, Mason Hegum.
Don't you love these countdown clocks? The American football clocks, I guess.
Don't get me started,
Yeah.
please. It's such a lovely night. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Off to the races now. Tess Scott trying to make something happen for the visiting Bulldogs. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Cashmere. Bit of a collision there. Referee has his flag up. Assistant referee, that is. It should be a Cashmere ball, and it is. Let's make a note that Mason Hegum is in the game for Wenatchee.
A dangerous place here right now for a free kick.
Elizabeth High on the kick. Only 2 on the wall. Right footer. And that one sails a little too wide to worry Miss Naya Hughes much. But you're right. That was a dangerous opportunity that went for naught for Cashmere. 17:06 on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by Sangster Motors. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. With more urgency than style, Ms. Marissa Hurst sending it to the throw-in. Must have bounced off the Cashmere defender. I thought it would be Cashmere ball, but it's Wenatchee putting it back into play. Talia Hurst off to the races. Before it goes out of bounds is Eckert. Deep ball for Talia Hurst. She's going to get a shot off. She is. Partially cleared away by the back line of Cashmere. Flag is up. That ball went out of bounds after it left. It looks like Brown's foot. And it will be Wenatchee throwing. Eckert taking care of the throw-in. Ball goes out of bounds rather quickly. And it will be Brown taking care of this one. Zoe Brown. Deep movement, shot across, and a beautiful maneuver by Walkley, saving that one, Matt Wisen.
Very, very difficult tackle to make right there without fouling the player coming in. And more from behind than from the side.
Absolutely.
And getting the ball and not fouling the player is not an easy task.
There's a corner kick. Lily DeEmus has just checked in, number 7 for the Panthers. Now it's a throw-in for Cashmere. Brown, Clark. Down the flank we go. Scott. Trying again was Dart. Now it's Scott. First hunter is Clark. Bowman on the right side. 14:34 on the clock. Deep ball to nobody in the same area code. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball, and it is. This moment of the game brought to you by Wenatchee Power Sports. Now featuring Polaris, Yamaha, KTM, and Beta Sales, parts and service at Wenatchee Power Sports. Looks like number 10, Caitlin Bjorklund, has entered the contest for the Bulldogs. I have to be honest, a lot more of a game than I expected to see, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, both teams are really looking pretty good. I can't say I'm shocked because this Cashmere team always comes out and
they come out fighting.
Fighting. So they're holding up. They're not tiring right now, which I thought they might be doing by now. They are.
Sanchez-Blanco, the shot and the stop once again, eliciting another rousing cheer from the Cashmere faithful is Ms. Ava Courtney. Matt Wisen, your thoughts. Continue, please.
They're bending and not breaking, and
well
doing
said.
a good job of it.
Well said. 13:13 on the clock. Free kick for Cashmere. There was something that Mr. Navarro saw that he did not like. Interrupted by Ali Clark. Oh, a bit of a tackle from behind. And a quick apology. Nicely done by Ms. Bjorklund. Free kick for the Panthers this time. 12 minutes 44 left on the clock. Still tied at 0-0. Walkley Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball. Hurst. Clark. Eckert. On the mark is Molly High. Back to Clark. Now it's Bowman. Down the flank. Off to the races now. Looks like Schoengart. Walkley on the mark. What is that black stripe on Walkley's uniform, Matt Wisen?
I don't know.
If it's something to help, like her aching back, kudos to her, because she's playing her heart out there. If she's doing it with an aching back, forget about it.
Yeah. That's kind of what it appears to me. Is some kind of brace.
Bowman. Oh, past Courtney. This could be dangerous. Oh, the first mistake by Courtney. And lucky for her,
handball.
Oh, we're still playing. And a bit of a handball there, says Matt Wisen. I did not see it. Matt, please.
It kind of looked like the way the leg and the elbow came down to the ball at the same time. But, shoot, I'm 100 yards away. Send that one to VAR, I guess.
10 minutes, 45 seconds left in a very entertaining first half of play here at the Apple Bowl. If you're just joining us, Sebastian Moraga on the call. The expert analysis, as always, coming via Mr. Matt Wisen. And Cashmere and Wenatchee going all David and Goliath at each other. Shot across. Swept away, a bit too hard for Brown to control. Here we go. Off to the races now is Natalie Dart with a little help from Brown. Scooped away by the midfield of Wenatchee. Bit too long for Piper Davidson. Trying again is Allie Clark. Touch to the back for Marissa Hurst. Deep ball now. Bit too long, however, for one of those Wenatchee forwards. 9 minutes 46 left. And this is the first half of play, this moment of the game. Brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, your personal real estate agency with full service offered at just a 2% listing fee.
We just saw the strength of Olivia's leg right there. That was a rocket. I was just counting how many yards that thing went in a second.
Deep run down the right side, leaving one behind, trying for a shot across, looking perhaps to connect. Now it's a bit of a mixer at the penalty spot. Yareli Sanchez-Blanco under pressure as always today. Deep run by Allie Clark, way into Wenatchee territory. Walkley battling tooth and nail with her. Into the box we go, a bit of a shove from behind. No call, says the referee. Play continues, corner kick for Wenatchee.
With so much action going on down there, I'm surprised that Wenatchee's only had there might be their second corner kick now?
I believe so, second or third at the very most, but no more. Tess Scott enters the contest for Wenatchee. Right-footed shot, and inventive, creative, but ultimately futile effort. Trying to make one from the corner kick flag, an old Olympico.
We had one of those goals at the club level at the boys 03 team. We got one on Issaquah a couple weekends ago.
I don't care what level it is. They're a beauty. They're a gift from the soccer gods. I love those. Quick run now. Hegem touching to the back. Clark getting that right foot ready. Bounces off a defender. We might have another corner kick, and we will. 7 minutes, 33 seconds. Left in the first half of play, with Wenatchee and Cashmere tied at 0-0. There's the corner kick. Oh my goodness, swinging right foot, right at the mouth of the goal, saved away by Cashmere. What a job that time. We'll tell you in a second who it is that saved. Right next to one of the uprights is number 21, Brown. Keeping the 0 alive, Zoe Brown. There's one proud papa watching this right now.
Exactly what you want to do as a defender on a corner kick. Fantastic one-touch shot. I mean, that was just a smoking hot placement and even better defense right there. You don't see many defenders holding their line and covering for the keeper on the far side.
Whistle on the play, foul called. It will be a handball. Thank you, Eric Grandstrom. Indirect free kick then.
Again, look for sure to go right at goal here.
Oh, and it kisses the corner. Oh my goodness, shaking off the spider webs that are right there in that corner. Brown, oh, taken away. This could be dangerous. DeEmus into the box. Swept away by Cashmere. Molly High. A bit of a foul there by High. Play continues. And now into the stands and down one of the tunnels. Behind the stands now. It's going to take a while finding that ball.
Well, it's out behind us. There's probably one coming in from the sideline, hopefully.
That's the hope, yes, indeed. We'll take this moment to tell you about Jeffers, Danielson, Son, and Aylward attorneys, serving the Wenatchee Valley with the finest professional services since 1946. Also, our thanks go to Laura Mounter Real Estate, rated world's best real estate firm for the Wenatchee Valley in 2020. Play resumes. 5 minutes and a handful of seconds left in the first half of play. Bit of a header there by Emily Eckert. We're playing near the top of the box. A high kick, no call, says the referee. The chipper by Ms. Hagen goes sailing over the crossbar, and it will be a goal kick for Cashmere. Cashmere and Wenatchee, 0-0 so far. A lot more offense for Wenatchee here in the first half, Matt Wisen. That's basically what we were expecting. At the same time, quite the entertaining contest, despite it being a little lopsided in the number of opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing good determination by Cashmere, good resilience.
Good goalkeeping.
Good goalkeeping.
Good defending.
And, pretty good attack by Wenatchee. And they're just keep going at it and looking for weaknesses. But I can't really find fault in either game.
Deep ball that time. This could be interesting. Trying to connect with Molly High. Sending it out of bounds with more urgency than style was Miss Allie Clark. With 3 minutes 52 seconds left in this first half of play, we have a substitution coming. And it looks like it's number 3, Hallie Steckman, returning to the field.
Was that Yareli coming off?
I missed out on who was coming out of the game. I wanted to make sure I had the new player in. Yareli Sanchez-Blanco, our producer here, tells us, has been the player that left the pitch. There's Walkley battling it out. Ball goes out of bounds. Are we going to have a halftime show? Is that what I see over there? Cheerleaders over there?
There are cheerleaders here. It is senior night, so they're going to do something for the seniors. I believe it's after the match.
All right, a quick move that time. Good opportunity coming into the box. Let's see what the referee says. The referee says no foul, and I agree with him. It was Tess Scott against Nia Hughes, and Nia Hughes I think, played that one cleanly despite the opinion of the bench for Cashmere. Saw lots of hands going on top of heads, but play continues now. Closest opportunity so far for Cashmere, and a brilliant save by Naya Hughes. It's hard to do that one cleanly, Matt Wisen.
It is, and when you have a strong player barreling down at you one-on-one with a head of steam, it's hard to stand strong. And you can go through, if you get the ball first and you're a keeper, you've got a lot of leeway. Unless you reach out and grab their leg and drag them down, as long as you get the ball first, you're pretty good.
Carly Diaz putting in a bit of a clinic there, leaving one behind, trying for two. Now it's Wenatchee feeling the pressure back there. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, and it is. The clock has stopped, which tells us that the time is being kept on the field by the officials. And a very entertaining first half. Glad to have you with us on senior night here at the Apple Bowl. Deep ball that time down the right side. Bit of a stop there. Good turn, and it slips, giving Brown an opportunity to put some pressure now. Clark. Bit too long there. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball, and it is. The outstanding Miss Ava Courtney taking care of this goal kick. Swept away with more optimism than accuracy by Emily Eckert. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball. I don't anticipate a whole lot of injury time, Matt Wisen.
It's been a pretty quick, clean game. I don't think he's gonna veer from the standard 40 very much.
Ball goes out of bounds again. It's Emily Eckert for Wenatchee. The header by Ella Burtz. Walkley. Recovered by Clark. Burtz. Deep ball. Looking for Scott. Scott almost prevailing. Bowman and Scott. Bowman under some pressure. Ball goes out of bounds. Throwing for Cashmere.
I think that could have been called a foul there.
It could have, definitely, yes. There's the throw-in. Navarro checking his watch and his reflexes. Bjorklund. The quick touch to the back. Nice job that time by Birds. Leaving one behind, trying for two, going for three. Ball goes out of bounds. Good effort by Bjorklund that time. Doing a little jig there, doing a little slalom, leaving two black jerseys behind. The header sent and out of bounds. And there's the whistle that tells us that this first half is history, with Wenatchee and Cashmere knotted up at 0-0. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll look back at what we just saw. We'll look up ahead at what's coming and a whole lot more here on NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl in Wenatchee, Washington, where we just saw Wenatchee and Cashmere go at it for 40 minutes with a 0-0 tie. All they have to show for it so far, except, of course, those exciting moments that we just lived, Matt Wisen. This was an entertaining first half all around.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams really high energy, good pace. Many more opportunities from Wenatchee, but some decent looks from Cashmere on the counterattack option. Nia Hughes standing strong in goal and snuffing out a couple of those opportunities, and should make for a really good second half. Compelling.
Absolutely. What are you telling your team if you're Dennis Johnson right now, given the fact that tiredness will be a factor, and he's got a diminished squad? He's got one sub today.
Yeah, they don't look to be tiring very much.
Not at all, though.
I guess if I'm Coach Tronson, I don't want them to think that they've won the game or even won the half. This is a game to win at the end, and just by holding them 0-0 isn't a victory. They have work to do still. And I know Coach Johnson. I know these girls don't want a moral victory, don't want a feel-good story. They want to win this game. So they still have work to do. Keep with the game plan, except for maybe try and do it a little quicker with a few more numbers. They're a little predictable on their counterattack. They're just sending one and trying to go long quickly, but that player isn't having much support once that ball gets to that player. So you've got to do it quicker and bring support numbers up faster. Likewise, if you're Wenatchee, a little bit quicker also, especially when Cashmere goes into their defensive shell, send that ball in a little earlier to a target player. And if that target player has room to operate, then by all means, let that player turn and go at goal. If not, again, bring numbers and play off of that target player. Look to get the ball out into the wing quickly and then back into the middle with numbers. And we did see Wenatchee with some success there at the end as they just started lobbing balls in towards the box. When that counterattack or that target player wasn't in there, they just send numbers and put that ball in and let it bounce around and see what happens. And they almost found the goal a couple times.
All right. Thank you, Matt. It's senior night here at the Apple Bowl. We are at halftime with Cashmere and Wenatchee all knotted up at 0-0. When we come back, 40 more minutes of top-notch soccer action for you. This is NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance. Take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs in a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue or visit online at savemart.net.
Make being home fun again. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has just what you need to bring fun back into your backyard. We have a wide selection of artesian spas and swim spas, new and used, to choose from. We are happy to announce we are now selling Rainbow Kids play structures with 50 models to choose from. To help finish off your entertainment area, we have patio furniture and Komodo Joe grills. At Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, we have just what you need to bring family fun and entertainment to your backyard. Stop by today.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available in the GMC Sierra.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. We're just about ready to start the second half of action between Wenatchee, decked in black or very dark purple, and Cashmere, decked in white with orange numbers. The Bulldogs will try to take care of business from right to left. Yes. And Wenatchee will restart the second half going from left to right. And there's the whistle. Hey, nailing it. There's the whistle from Mr. Navarro, and as the old senator used to say, esto comienza, señores. We are in business here. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Molly High. Bowman on defense, under some pressure from Bjorklund. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball, and it is. Thank you for joining us in this lovely, lovely Wenatchee night. Throwing into the box. Bit of a mixer there. Carly Diaz. Swept away by Piper Davidson. Yareli Sanchez-Blanco battling with Walkley. Walkley prevailing. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Bowman over to chase it and deliver. It looks like. Yep, it will be a throw-in for the Panthers. This moment of the game brought to you by One Way Construction. One Way is a premier custom home builder and general contractor in North Central Washington. One Way Construction, your project, your way. Throw in for Cashmere now. Trying to connect perhaps with Natalie Dart. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball. Almost 2 minutes into this second half of play. We're still tied at 0-0. What's the word if we go past regulation tied at 0-0, Matt Wisen?
I believe we'll probably go into penalty or overtime.
Overtime?
And then into penalties.
37:57 left on the clock here in the second half. Corner kick for Cashmere. Right-footed shot coming. Near post. Bit of a bounce there. Unfortunately for Cashmere, nobody to sink it in. And on the counter now, it looked like Miss Hagen, number 19, over to chase it. Ball goes out of bounds, however. Throw in for Wenatchee. Carly Diaz. Midfield is Ali Clark. Sanchez-Blanco fighting it out with Jen Ledesma. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Wenatchee. Jareki across the center alley. Bowman Hagen. Davidson. Sent away by the back line of Cashmere. Cherokee. Threading the needle a little bit. Shading towards the center alley. Scooped up by Clark. Under some pressure from Birds. Cherokee into the box now. Leaving one behind. Shot across. Not a major problem for Courtney. 35 minutes, 58 seconds left on the clock. I know why I find the American football style clock so insulting, but Matt Wisen, why do you? You actually played the game a lot more than you did. Your thoughts?
It drives me nuts. I'd like to be able to look at the clock, and I know generally it's a 90-minute clock or an 80-minute clock, and the game is special because it is a running clock. It goes from 0 to 90, and you can always look at it and say, I'm in the 56th minute, and not have to do reverse
math.
Soccer
math
is not my strong point. And it's one of my many weaknesses is math. It's my, what's that thing that brought Superman to his heels?
Kryptonite.
It's my kryptonite for sure. And I also like a educated fan base. And it's nice to bring that little bit of knowledge to the fans that are watching the game. Referees keep track of the game that way. They don't have a clock. Yeah.
What bugs me about it reminds me of all the things that happened in the 70s and 80s to Americanize the game in order to make it more palatable for the American audience. Like that was going to be the solution to everything. Quick run down the left side, shot across, bounces off a defender, bit of a handball right in front of the referee. Referee blows his whistle, indirect free kick for Cashmere. It just reminds me of all the things that were done, meaning well, I'm sure, but to Americanize the game, to make it more palatable, to make it more saleable, when what you needed was to sell the game itself. Yeah. It's popular all around the world for a reason. It's a great game. As the fact that it's immensely popular in the United States, as it is on its own rights, right now. I think the only thing that bugs me more than the American football clock to soccer is when they do the countdown in college.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that either.
Oh, my goodness. This is like nails on a chalkboard. Deep ball that time. Good idea. Trying to connect with Natalie Dart. And with more urgency than style, they send it to the throw, and the Wenatchee Panthers do. So Cashmere is showing some moxie here in the early part of the second half, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, definitely not giving up, going right at them. Trying to put this defense, this difficult defense, under some pressure. Trying to get them into space and create some one-on-one situations where they can have some success.
33 minutes, 11 seconds. Left in the second half. Bit of a push there. Cleared away by the back line of Cashmere. Davidson. Clark. Looks like Eckert over there. Stegman down the flank. Peyton Brown. Bit of a collision. Taken back by the Panthers. Ball goes out of bounds. Navarro says it's Wenatchee ball. Excuse me. Top of the box. Hegem. Walkley. Ball goes out of bounds.
Well, since we're on a rant,
it was Talia Hurst battling it out with Cashmere. Matt Wisen.
The news that a day or two ago from U.S. Soccer failing to to qualify for the Olympics once again.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
I think it's something that needs to be talked about and not just ignored. It's completely frustrating.
Go on, please.
It's so here's my simplistic and somewhat jaded view of national level soccer. We've been trying to get better for the last umpteen years, and so far the only thing that's come of it is people are getting paid more, and our results are getting worse. Soccer's growing at some levels, but it's kind of turning into a pyramid scheme in a way. And I'm going to be pretty, like I said, this is my jaded view of things, where it's the pay-to-play system that is producing players that are kind of entitled. You're producing a team that a few years ago against Trinidad and Tobago was too good to walk across a puddle to play a qualifying match for the Olympics. They had to be carried across the puddle that was less than ankle deep because they didn't want to get their feet wet. That's how pay-to-play systems work. You get players that aren't necessarily the best, haven't had to fight and claw their way to the top, haven't had to face adversity.
Shot across, far post, a bit too long for Tallyhurst. Matt Wisen.
And when things get difficult, we can't compete at that level. So, to me, the biggest travesty in all this are the kids that don't get looks unless they can afford time and money to play at some club level or some ID camp across the U.S. where you might get eyes on. It's very unfortunate, and it's not right in my opinion.
Molly high. Over to chase it was Bjorklund. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Cashmere. Walkley. Nice touch there. Bjorklund battling with Bowman. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Cashmere. About 11 minutes into this second half, and mad props to the folks in charge of the equipment and the cameras who just brought us 2 new bottles of water.
Woohoo!
Mad props to them.
They heard my long rant and figured I was probably dehydrated after that one.
Oh, maybe they just want to shut us up. Something to put in our mouths to keep us from talking so much. Yeah. Anyway, I'll take him. Jareki. Bit of a shot from behind there. Whistle on the play. It was number 24, Wenatchee, that Grace Coons. With some room now is Natalie Dart. Bjorklund and Bowman. Bjorklund. Rejected by the backline of Wenatchee. 27:34 left in the second half. The hardy Cashmere fans loving every bit of danger, even if it's like 18 yards out, that Cashmere brings to the gate, defended by Nia Hughes. There is Hughes again. Excuse me. Taken back by Carly Diaz. Swept away by Jareki.
Good
Up
pace.
to the races now for Hurst. Jareki. Bit of a turn. Walkley, who has ran a couple of marathons today. Bit of a through ball. Almost prosper. Oh my goodness, almost prospers. Good maneuver that time by Marisa Hurst. Now opening the game up to the left side, pushing it upfield for Greta Jareki. Through ball for the top of the box now. Sanchez-Blanco. Under a lot of pressure the entire game. Now Bowman, handball, yes sir. Fan ball, correct call by Mr. Navarro. 26 minutes, 4 seconds. And now a substitution coming for Cashmere. It's number 8, Elizabeth High. 25 minutes, 51 seconds left in the second half. Global Car Care, your vehicle is their number 1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop-off available. Stop by their website, globalcarcare.net. Walkley. Davidson. Jareki. Clark. Jareki. Coons. Taken back by Walkley. Brown. Diaz. Quick touch. Off to the races now into Wenatchee territory. The connection with Scott did not prosper. Taken back by Sanchez-Blanco at midfield. Looking for some help. Bowman. Walkley. High. Dart. Up the flank. Into Wenatchee territory. Ball goes out of bounds. Walkley. Good stop that time. Good triangulation now. Natalie Dart. Nobody waiting inside the box, however. She's doing the Lone Ranger thing. And almost prospers. Almost leaves one behind. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, and it is. 24-14. Substitution coming for Wenatchee. We'll tell you in a second who it is. It looks like it's number 11, Jada Cosina, entering the contest for Wenatchee.
I think she got the defender that came out might have got stepped on or got a heel or something going on.
She was walking. She was walking kind of gingerly.
Yep.
Shot across. Bit of an anticipation. Yareli Sanchez-Blanco for the Wenatchee Panthers. What a mistake by the back line. What an unfortunate mistake, I should say, by the back line of Cashmere. And Yareli Sanchez-Blanco gives Wenatchee a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, very opportunistic play there by Sanchez-Blanco, keeping with it, putting them under pressure, and you keep doing that time and time again, odds are you're going to get a good look at one point in the game.
She was under siege and double teamed at the very least the entire first half and most of the second. But when it comes to the talented ones, you give them an inch and they make you pay.
It's at some point. Odds are, I think I've said this before, if you get 10 shots off on frame in a game, you've got an 80+% chance of winning that game. It may be 1-0. And it just takes one mistake, and this team is too good to have a mistake.
By that you mean
against.
Be given an open chance like that.
Correct.
Yeah. Coons. Walkley. Bit of a collision there. Down the flank now goes Natalie Dart. Ball goes out of bounds. Dart. Corner of the box. Elizabeth High. Rejected by the back line of Wenatchee. There's Walkley. High. Past Birch. Carly Diaz. Peyton Brown. Taken back by Hurst. Up the flank now on the left side. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, I want to say. Let's see what the referee decides as we have another substitution.
It's Cashmere throwing.
It's number 17 for the Panthers. That will be Taylor Schoengarth getting some more playing time. We already saw her get some minutes in the first half. Nice move that time. Sanchez-Blanco. Across the center alley. Bowman and Jarecki hesitating a little. Up the flank on the right side now for the Emus. And from the top of the box, not a major problem this time for Ava Courtney. This moment of the game brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. There's a through ball that time. This could be interesting. See if they can face towards the box. Inside the box, I should say. Natalie Dart trying to get that right foot into the box. Good turn. Can't quite deliver, Bjorklund can't. It was blocked and sent away. And it will be a throw-in now for Cashmere. These Bulldogs are not surrendering this one just yet.
Well, the interesting part about the game now that there's been a goal scored against Cashmere is they have to come out and attack. They've nothing to lose now. So in some cases, it can free them up and take that pressure off, and they can just go at goal and simplify things. In other cases, Wenatchee could try and go into that typical try and protect that one goal lead and not attack and allow that pressure to come at them. And so we could see a very interesting last 20 minutes or 19 minutes of this game.
19 minutes, 19 seconds left on the clock here in the second half with Wenatchee leading Cashmere 1-0. Bowman. Walkley. Stegman. Sending it out of bounds was Jen Ledesma. Referee Navarro sending the throw in a little farther back. Bowman. Jarecki. Taken back for the Bulldogs by Birds. Yareli Sanchez-Blanco trying to control. Ball goes out of bounds. It bounces off a Cashmere player. There's Walkley. Lands at the feet of Sanchez-Blanco. There's Stegman trying to push it further. Rejected instead by Ella Birch. A bit of a fancy maneuver. Doesn't quite pay the dividends, but ultimately they retain possession. Wenatchee does. Almost stolen that time by Carly Diaz. Wenatchee getting a little too fancy and kind of paying for it there, my Wisen.
Yeah, no need to really be doing any kind of tricks or anything in the back. Just play the ball quicker and into space.
This is
away
still
from pressure.
This is still a 1-0 game, folks. Very, very close. 17:44 left on the clock here in the second half. This moment of the game brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service and installation since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality, installation, and service or repair. Cashmere trying to make something happen. The shot from outside the 18, and Ms. Hughes has to come out and put the fire out before the Flames reach the ranch. Bowman sending it, pushing it upfield for Sanchez-Blanco, and Sanchez-Blanco nowhere near that. Ball goes out of bounds, and a bit of frustration there in the body language of Miss Sanchez-Blanco. Throwing for Cashmere. acquainted themselves quite nicely, the Bulldogs have so far. Given the circumstances of the game, the 1A, 4A disparity between the two schools, the lack of more than one sub on the Cashmere bench, they are making folks quite proud. And they're not satisfied with that. That's the cool thing. They're not satisfied with that. They're going after, they're trying to tie this game up. And see what kind of trouble they can get the big bad mighty Panthers into. There's Yareli Sanchez-Blanco under some pressure as always, but she's already had a tally to her name. The touch to the back. Jareki, bit of a shove there. Trying again. Marissa Hers, the shot and the stop by the splendid Miss Ava Courtney. 15 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game clock here in the second half. This part of the game brought to you by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. Quick run down the left side. Sorry, Matt, I interrupted you.
No.
Shot across. Looking for Sanchez-Blanco. Cleared away by the back line of Cashmere. Bit of a give and go there. Ball goes out of bounds. And a bit of a disagreement between assistant referee and central referee. Ultimately, the central referee will defer to his lieutenants. And it will be a throw-in for Cashmere. You were saying, man.
I was kind of just going to say that Wenatchee's really trying to find some space and get those backline defenders running a lot. And hopefully they're trying to create some more one-on-one opportunities and get players into space.
Technical foul there called by Mr. Navarro. He and all referees should insist on the throw-ins being taken correctly. Wenatchee recovering the ball. And now they find themselves on the back line trying to push it upfield. There's Schoengarth. Good touch that time. Sofia Garcia is on the pitch for Wenatchee, number 16. Now it's Cashmere trying to make some noise. Over to put some pressure there is Natalie Dart. And it was Marissa Hurst. Let's make a note that Miss Garcia is number 16. And she is on the pitch for Wenatchee. 13 minutes, 44 seconds left in this second half of play. Bit of a defensive miscue that time. Not a major problem, however, for Miss Hughes. Goal kick for Wenatchee. This part of the game brought to you by Earthwise Pet. If your pet had a choice, they would choose Earthwise. It is definitely spring in the Moraga household, folks. I have more kittens than I care to tell you about. Brand new kittens. Looking for a kitten, Matt?
No, my dog is, though. Maggie would be very grateful to have you introduce her.
I like Maggie. I don't like her that much. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball. 12 minutes 40. Down the flank it goes. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cashmere putting it back into play. Folks, just a reminder, on Wednesday, March 31st at 6:50 p.m., we have Ephrata at Eastmont Volleyball live here on NCWLIFE Channel with Eric Granstrom on the call. So if you're a fan of the Netters, be sure to tune in for some volleyball action. Off to the chase now was Miss Hagen. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Wenatchee. Garcia. Schoengart. Bowman. Top of the box. Bit of a chip there. And the stop by Ava Courtney. Bowman battling with Natalie Dart. Bowman prevailing this time. A touch to midfield for Greta Jericho. Rejected by Cashmere. Trying again is Cosina. Prevailing are the Bulldogs. Ella Birds. 20 plus yards into the box. Good touch. Dart, the shot. Oh, you could see the frustration in her face when she saw the direction that ball took. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Wenatchee Panthers, who now have a couple of substitutions, as a matter of fact. Looks like number 7, Lily De Emus, is in the contest. Hughes. Bit of a mixer there right at midfield. Pushing it upfield is Cashmere. Scooped by Molly High, and now it's Carly Diaz. Under some pressure from behind. Referee says no call. Play continues. Wenatchee manufacturing a quick counter. Off to the races is Hurst. Taken back by the Bulldogs. Nimble effort that time. Darden under some pressure. No chance she was going to get to that one. Clark and Talia Hurst across midfield. That's Walkley. Allie Clark. Trying to reach midfield. The Cashmere fandom making some noise. 9 minutes 38 left on the clock. Bowman. And if you think this is intense, just tune in on April the 2nd at 6:30 p.m. for Eastmont football against Wenatchee, with Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom on the call. That is going to be something. 9 minutes, 13 seconds left in regulation, according to the Apple Bowl's scoreboard clock. Walkley. Ball goes out of bounds. Let's see who will put it back into play. It will be the Bulldogs. There's the throw-in. Pivoting header that time by Caitlin Bjorklund. Cleared away. Steckman taken back by the Bulldogs. These Bulldogs do not give up, folks. Carly Diaz. Pushing it upfield was Walkley. Now is Steckman. On the mark is Walkley. Cross midfield. Cashmere trying to make something happen. Good through ball, trying to connect with Natalie Dart, and bounces off her head, and it goes out of bounds. What a good connection that time between those two Cashmere players. One of them was Natalie Dart, and she's a little out of it. She's a lot out of it, folks. She is in a lot of pain. That ball bounced off her head, and she had trouble staying upright. This injury timeout brought to you by Confluence Health. High quality care close to home. Confluence Health is dedicated to improving our patients' health with safe, high-quality care in 12 communities. This is very unfortunate, folks. Now she's being tended to. She got her bell rung a little bit. One of her teammates had to keep her upright before attention could be proffered. And she's still a little bit out of it. Now they're laying her down.
Yeah, scary moment. The ricochet balls are the ones you really can't prepare for, and can catch one in the noggin, and definitely always need to be cautious on those and have a thorough examination. It's not really a sign that it's very serious because they're taking their time and they're doing the right thing. It takes a while to go through the checklist and figure out the severity of any injury.
Okay, am I to understand that it doesn't necessarily equal concussion? That's what you're saying, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It takes, really a doctor to diagnose a concussion.
Yeah.
You can say you suspect one. If you suspect one, that player's done for the game.
And now the Cashmere player is upright, still a little bit out of it, but I think they're going to carry her out. Yes, they're going to actually carry her out.
As a coach, here I am coaching from 50 yards away. If a player of mine gets hit in the head and they don't have their equilibrium about them, I suspect it is concussion or some type of head injury. It needs to be diagnosed and taken care of. I'm not the doctor in the situation. So I take my player and sit that player out until they can be seen. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's the way it is.
Absolutely.
And that's the state law as well. Rightfully so. We've gone generations without such of a law, and here I am stuttering, and I'm sure I've had several concussions at a younger age. And, yeah.
Well, the Napoleon suit you're wearing now is finally explained. In all seriousness, our thoughts were with young Natalie and, of course, with the Dart family in Cashmere, Washington. She's being tended to still by some of the coaches out there. And the injury bug strikes again against these Cashmere Bulldogs.
So, yeah, now Cashmere's down to having to play out the rest of this game with no subs and keep this intensity, this pace up. And your player's coming back from an offside position, so that's what the ball stopped here, and we're getting a free kick for Wenatchee.
All right. Just a quick reminder, folks. April 10th at 12:50 p.m. is Moses Lake at Wenatchee Boys Soccer live with myself and, of course, our soccer expert, Matt Wisen, on the call. And then on April 13th at 6:50 p.m. it's Wenatchee at Eastmont Boys Soccer live. So April is the start of, or rather marks the start of boys soccer here in the Wenatchee Valley and beyond. A quick push upfield for Walkley. And now Ms. Dart is starting to walk around and smile a little bit more. She's still a little woozy, but she just greeted one of the coaches there with a smile, so that's a plus sign.
And I'm going to point out that I'm making some assumptions just based on body language. It could be something completely different here. And so my expert opinion right now it carries weight a little bit. Like I said, the coach and the players know umpteen times more than I do about that situation right now. So I'm just having to make assumptions for the TV viewers.
I am just glad that we didn't require a neck brace and an ambulance and any of that stuff. That whatever seems to be wrong, they're tending to it right now at the edge of the field. We can see her from up here. She's walking around. She's surrounded by some folks. Looks like her family's here. So they're probably going to take her to get checked out.
And the sports med trainers here on site they're top notch. And the Wenatchee's always had probably the best sports med program in the state for years. So
where'd you go to high school again?
I went to Wenatchee, but was it Dale Blair, I believe, was running the program, and he is basically at the forefront of sports med, and everyone studying under him has done a fantastic job.
Throwing for
state championship.
Yes, they've won state championships. There is actual such thing as sports med in high school.
Oh, I believe it.
So.
We're playing out the string here of this contest that took on a bit of a somber note after a Cashmere player, Natalie Dart, sustained a head injury, but it has been quite the entertaining affair here between a 4A school, Wenatchee, and a 1A school, Cashmere. And a through ball that time, stopped right at the D by the back line of Cashmere. There's Bowman pushing it forward yet again. And we're going to have a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Ball goes out of bounds. 3 minutes, says Ed Navarro, who's done, I think, a good job calling this game. He's checking his watch. Calling his game, of course, alongside his lieutenants there, and 2 assistant referees. Bit of a chipper there. Stop the shot, and a brilliant stop. Wow, what a keeper. What a keeper. We talk a lot during this season, folks, about Cora Fry and about Nia Hughes. I tell you, 20 miles, or rather make that 15 miles to the west on Highway 2, there's a pretty nice of goalkeeping happening, Matt Wisen.
She's kept them in this game for sure. And that was a quality stop right there. Great shot, quick, kind of a rebound type shot that you don't always expect.
And to the side and back, which are always a little tougher. 1-0 lead for Wenatchee with a couple of minutes left of injury time, according to Mr. Ed Navarro. Then a hard-fought match celebrating senior night. I was never a huge fan of senior night, but just the fact that we're having one makes me really, really happy. There's a good ball inside the box for Stegman. Shot across, bounced away by who else but Walkley. She's worked her heart out today.
Yeah, that was a great stop there. She had runners in position on the far post, and if that ball gets through, then it can really put that goalkeeper under duress.
Corner kick for Wenatchee may well be the final play of regulation, or that of the game, rather. Our post, hoping for that Olympico once again, and Miss Courtney making the stop. Down to no subs, down 1-0 Cashmere still trying to make something happen. Down the flank it goes. Caitlin Bjorklund. Ball goes out of bounds. Ball goes out of bounds once again.
Well, and good job by Wenatchee, not just sitting back in a defensive shell and trying to ride out. They are continuing to try to attack and play this game and make it interesting.
Sanchez-Blanco. Ledesma. Walkley. Clark. Across midfield we go. Stopped by Brown. Ball goes out of bounds. Substitution happening for Wenatchee. Looks like number 12, Hurst, is going to get ready to enter the contest. The throw-in doesn't pay dividends, or at least not the dividends that Wenatchee was hoping for. Goal kick. Jarecki. Hurst. Davidson taken back by the Bulldogs. Bit of a collision there. Tronson hoping for the foul. Navarro approaching the scene. And it will indeed be a foul. Free kick for the Bulldogs. High. Ali Clark on the stop. Coming in like a train from the right side was Tess Scott. Ball goes out of bounds. Scott. Cleared away by Wenatchee. And there's the whistle that tells us that this goes into the books with a hard-fought victory. Hard-fought indeed for the Wenatchee Panthers over the Cashmere Bulldogs by a score of 1-0. We're going to take a quick break, and the post-game show is next. Don't go away.
By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Shalane Douglas CASA is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide Pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor. I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the doghouse?
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl in Wenatchee, Washington, where we just have witnessed an entertaining, hard-fought game between the hosts, Wenatchee Panthers, and the visiting Cashmere Bulldogs, with Wenatchee taking this one by a score of 1-0, thanks to a very fortuitous, very deserving tally by Yareli Sanchez-Blanco in the 58th minute of play. That was the difference in the scoring, and Cashmere goes home with the feeling that perhaps with a full squad, this could have been a different affair for them, Matt Wisen, but they played this one with one sub, and then the last 10 minutes or so with no subs after Natalie Dart got hurt. Almost a heroic performance under the circumstances, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, Cashmere showed great fight and determination the whole game. They weren't going to be intimidated.
Mm-hmm.
and kept that pressure up the whole game. So that was it made it for a very interesting game. And Wenatchee, I believe, had a little bit wider of a margin of victory the first time they saw them in Cashmere. So some improvement there by Cashmere. But Wenatchee was dealing also with some adversity as well. You know, my English again, you know, my math is bad, but now my English is also bad. So maybe I need to go see the doctor after the Cashmere player's done with them. So it's senior night. You know, this is the last night that these seniors are going to be playing at home wearing purple and gold. It's kind of emotional. In addition to that, you've got a weird season going on. Lots of things that I don't quite understand what these players are dealing with. So they did a great job. They finished it and got the win. And now we can move on and they can make a case for being champions of the modified league.
The region, that's right. That's right. They go up to 8-1, while the Cashmere Bulldogs drop to 5, make that to 4-6.
Yeah, 7 shutouts in a row by Wenatchee.
Wow.
So that's I believe that's a record that's I haven't seen defense like this in a long time.
That is impressive. Next up for the Panthers is a game at Ephrata on April 3rd. Excuse me, starting at 1 p.m. Next up for the Bulldogs is their senior night on April 3rd as well, 11 a.m. against Okanogan. I'd like to take this opportunity, folks, to thank our crew, Josiah Davidson, line producer, Matthew Baxter, camera operator, Levi Day, camera operator, and Malcolm Whitehall, studio producer, for putting on this broadcast and taking it to wherever you may be joining us from in this chilly Wenatchee Valley night. Thank you so much for all you guys do. You guys make us look much, much better than we could ever hope to be. So thanks to our producers and operators and camera operators for all their hard work. And speaking of hard work, this one was a hard one for Wenatchee. This was a very hard one for Cashmere. They go home with Natalie Dart now joining a longer and longer list of players in the proverbial injured list, and they go home having dropped this one by a score of 1-0. On behalf of everyone involved, thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5, into the...
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Power Sports, Earthwise Pet, and Chelan Douglas Casa. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.